former FBI Special Agent, Chief Security Officer of Nardello. Tim Gallagher is with us. Tim, also former Special Agent in charge of New York and Newark field offices. Former Cigna Health Insurance exec, author of Deadly Spin, an insurance company's insider speaks out on how corporate PR is killing healthcare and deceiving Americans. Wendell Potter here as well. Gentlemen, thank you. Tim, start with you. How crucial is this backpack?
Well, once again, thanks for having me on. Yeah, this backpack, could be a treasure trove of evidence, which will help lead us to who this individual is, and hopefully, lead us to taking him into custody, lead law enforcement to take him into custody. We have, DNA potentially on the backpack, whether it be hair or skin from the suspect. Potentially ammunition that could be, unused ammunition could be in the bag as well, that could be utilized to trace lot numbers. And the backpack itself could be traceable. And it may have some imperfections in it, which which make it readily identifiable and hopefully lead law enforcement to his doorstep.
One thing I thought was interesting is this idea that he goes from Central Park to 178th Street in Broadway, Port Authority Bus Center. That is not the main Port Authority bus center that people typically use commuting in and out of New York City. For somebody who seemingly had this plan, right, go to Central Park, trying to sort of break up his trail, then Port Authority Bus Center, but not the one that everybody normally uses. This suspect had a plan. You've investigated these kind of cases before. How much more difficult does it make it that he has this head start that he knew he was going to have to prepare for?
Yeah, the trail does grow somewhat cold. Obviously, he left plenty of evidence behind, which is going to close the gap on that trail. But quite a circuitous route that he took. What
does that tell you?
It's obviously it's evidence of guilt, in that he thought that he may have been being followed. We refer to in the business as surveillance detection route. Try and get an idea of if was anyone on him at that point. But you got to know what you're doing to be going to that bus terminal, not the one that the rest of New York City goes through to get out of the city.
Man, makes a lot of sense. There's obviously the manhunt, which we'll come back to you on but this whole other debate that is now opened up. The bullets that killed this healthcare CEO had those messages written on them: deny, defend, depose, referencing to denial rates by insurance companies. UnitedHealthcare having one of the highest, if not the highest, of major insurance companies. And then it has sort of built this reaction, and we got to be careful here, that the emotion that this has brought out in the general public of a conversation not about how awful the killing is, which it is, but a conversation about how healthcare companies do business and almost justifying the anger people have. Take a listen.
Of course, vigilante justice is not the answer to the problem, but what I should say is, and this incident and the reaction to it ought to be a wake-up call to this industry.
This company hurt a lot of doctors, couldn't get their money. There are a lot of patients that had to wait a long, long time to get their bills paid.
And so we've gotten to a point where healthcare is so inaccessible and unaffordable, people are justified in their frustrations.
You shouldn't go broke trying to live.
Wendell, what do you make of this?
What I make of this is that this has just triggered and brought to the surface rage that has been building for years now, and people have just not known how or when to express it. People hate health insurance companies. I used to work for them. I worked for them for 20 years. Consistently, this industry has been at the very bottom of public support and public favor, and people are seething with anger, and they're not obviously showing any sympathy or compassion for this executive. It's a sad situation. I feel compassion for the family. It's a tragic thing, but people are themselves feeling victimized, and in fact feeling that they have been violated by these big companies for a long time.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.